going on, everybody? JuicyTaz201 here, bringing you another Minecraft World Tours. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 41 of Minecraft World Tours. We haven't done one of these in a while because I couldn't find enough worlds to start rolling again with this series, but we are back here with episode 41. We get closer to that number 50 every day, or every tour, so I'm really excited once we get to that number. But here we are, episode 41. We are in Van Ness with my friend Arik, the builder. And Van Ness, let me tell you guys, get ready for an awesome tour. There are so many buildings to take a look at, and even the best ones at the end. But don't skip to that. Let's take a look at his skyline right here. So gorgeous with the World Trade Center, but it's a more of a updated version of it. It's more of a glass version of the two towers, which is very interesting because I have never seen it up until I saw Van Ness by Arik. And this is going to be a pretty good length tour, I would say. There's so much to look at in Van Ness, and I'm happy to be bringing it to you guys again, the Minecraft World Tour series. I know this is a popular series on my channel, always does quite well, so I don't think this will do any different. I think this will be a very good tour, and I only tour the best worlds I come across, if I'm able to come across them. But yes, so we are in Van Ness, and I don't know where to start. I guess I will start with the best part and end with the best part. So yes, there are more than one best parts of the city. And let me tell you guys, the builder of this city, Arik, takes great pride in what he makes. He is a enthusiast, I would say, of architecture and his city, and he just loves talking about it. So if you start talking, he will talk and talk and talk and talk about his world. He loves talking about architecture and just, I guess his city in general. But yeah, as you see right here, I had to do a special thing for the first time. Yes, we are on Java. This is a Java world. So I had to record certain parts of the world, and he recorded certain parts of the world because of the lag when I was trying to record was so bad. So certain parts of the video, I'm sorry you'll experience lag, but it's not crazy lag. We made sure that it is not a crazy amount of lag where it's just annoying, but none of that. So maybe a little bit here and there. I'm speaking in circles, and we are on top of the World Trade Center, the observatory deck. Now, he's been working on this world for a while now. I would say over a year, probably over a year, maybe 2 years. I could be wrong. I never asked him that, but I will have all in the information in the description. Be sure to check out the description. But yes, this is a quite talked about city, especially in my Discord, which just reached over 500 members in the Discord. So thank you all for the just joining and really helping the numbers go up lately, especially my Instagram. We hit that goal over 1,000 now. We're doing really well, so I want to thank everybody for all the support lately and just clicking and watching my videos, even when I'm not uploading. It's fantastic to see the numbers. So I want to thank everybody for their viewership. So now we are walking into his lobby areas and shopping areas, and he wanted me to mention, yes, he is remaking the two towers now, and they look great right now, right? Don't they look great? Well, he's going to be remaking them and accommodating the new height limit. So that is to keep in mind, because maybe, just maybe, if this video does good enough, we will come back and we will take a look at the new towers. We'll see. But yes, so this is the interior. He has a lot of interior, I think the whole city has pretty much interior. I don't know detail-wise, but we will be going inside of the ones that are most important or have nice interior. Depends where he wants to go here. But yes, elevators, of course. He has a nice elevator layout and a nice layout in general. Now, it's not based off the World Trade Center 100%. This is based off the new and the proposed buildings that were proposed here at one point, and many just designs. It's its own creation. It's not the 100% the same as what's there or what was there. So it's really cool to see it, kind of like tinkered with a little bit tinkering. And yes, there are other parts of the World Trade Center that he made next to it and far out. And we will take a look at everything. He has everything, though. What doesn't this world have? This world has, shipping docks. It has an airport. It has, shopping. It has the, water area. There's a cruise ship. There's so much to look at in the world. I hope we can get to everything. Of course, I'm not going to be doing this world justice. I will be skimming over whatever I have to skim over. But I want to show the overall parts of the city that I found most interesting and what he wanted me to take a look at here. So right now we are just sightseeing. I don't want to just be talking the whole time. Let's take in some of the beauty here. Now let me tell you, Arik is one of the fastest builders I know. He's always building. And it's crazy. In the last few years, I've seen the city building community just take off. When I first started, it wasn't as active as it is now. And so I'm happy to see so many new builders and these cities just coming out of nowhere. And if you're watching and you are just starting a city, or you are having like, lack of enthusiasm or inspiration, just take a look at this city. I hope it brings inspiration. You can do it if you are building one as well. You can also be featured someday too if it's good enough. You especially learn over time. Like at first you're not too confident with what you build, but you learn over time how to build and you become more comfortable with it. But yes, this is a world that, just like Roosevelt City, it's been being developed over time. And you have a cool building right here, by the way. I want to mention that I just love, and he kept showing this to me during construction. I just love how it turned out. But he has many styles too. Like he has the old sandstone buildings, and he has modern glass ones like this. Now I want to give a shout out to his friend Sammy. Sammy helps build a lot of his buildings and construct certain parts of the world, especially the city hall. Sammy's been working on the city hall, updating it and such. And yes, this is a city hall. Detail everywhere, as you see. And this reminds me of my city hall too, because he just told me he's updating a city hall, and I'm updating my city hall too. So I must say, both look really nice. And here's a conference room, where important things happen, of course. The daily, day-to-day city functions take place. But yes, I can't believe this is the 41st time I've been in a world touring it for a video. This is just amazing, and I'm so happy that you guys like this series. I just one day decide, other cities deserve to have some visibility and be seen by a mass amount of people, since this series does so well. By now, it actually has a few million views, so yeah, I'm very happy with that, and that I'm able to help contribute to the city building community, and get those builds exposed and seen by many. But yes, that's the press room we were just in, speaking about visibility and all that. And look at this building. This is very cool. Wow. And I believe this one has really nice interior, okay? Yeah, so this must be probably one of my favorite buildings over here so far, just by looking at the base. It's so detailed, and it changes as it goes up. But look at that. That's really neat. And it looks like a hotel resort condominium to me in a way, which we will be getting to some really cool ones towards the end, not the end, but towards the end of the video. Well, I guess you could say it's the end, but don't skip to that yet. There are some really cool buildings coming up, and it's just going to be a fantastic tour. So you have a lot to see yet. Arik is a never-ending stopping builder person. I can't think of the word. He's always working hard with whatever he's doing. He's a comedian as well. Quite funny guy. And these are the elevators, which I love that texture he has right there. It looks so real. Now, if I was redoing my city, or just starting out, there's so many things I would do different like that. But, my world's like ancient now. And he has more interior down here, which we're just going to take a look at from the outside area. So where to go next? There's so much to see. And I'm going to pretend I know where I'm going, right? So let's continue down the road here. I'm already lost, guys. To be honest, I'm already lost. And, oh yes, okay, so I'm just looking at these roads now. So this is the old part of the city. He wanted to tell me. This is the old part of the city, and then he has a new part of the city. So if you think this is good, wait till you see the newer part of the city. Yes, it is 2 cities in one tour. So it's 2 for the price of 1, folks. You're getting a good deal watching this video. Like you're paying or whatever. But yeah, so we will be taking a look at the next city real soon. But before we do that, let's take a look at some more buildings over here. And he has a mix of new and old, which I said before, which I do appreciate, because cities do go through cycles, and towns and everything in general just goes through cycles. So you're going to see the progression of his builds, how they got better over time. He has the townhouses right here. It's really good when you can see like a builder develop or evolve over time, and he's definitely evolved with his build style, I would say. I'm just flying here. Now, don't mind the chunks. Loading in for this world tour, it was kind of hard. There's so many buildings. I'm not gonna even lie. This probably is the biggest tour I've ever done. If my memory serves me correctly, I've recorded thousands of hours of these tours. So maybe I'm wrong, but I will say, or hundreds of hours of these tours. I don't even know anymore. I've been doing it for so long. But yeah, there is a theme park. I forgot to mention a theme park. Of course, a theme park. And yes, we will be riding some of these rides. This reminds me of some of my old tours I did of the Universal Studios and the Walt Disney World, which were really fun videos to tour because I got to ride the rides. And here we are again, riding some more rides. Now, I'm not sure which one I want to do. These wooden roller coasters kind of hurt my neck. Like, I'm pretending that I'm actually going to ride these. And you have a maze. And a Ferris wheel, of course. Now, fun fact, there are more than one Ferris wheels in this world. There are 2. Speaking of Ferris wheels, I have one in my city as well now. I just remembered. Thank you to MangoCraft. So, theme park, yes. He's putting my city to shame. I don't even have a theme park. I don't have an airport. I don't have a shipping yard yet, so I gotta get on that. But yes, Van Ness, of course, has that. He's thought of it all, folks. And a RV camping area. Maybe we could set that rocket off then. No, I'm joking. We don't want to wreck anything while we're here. And where am I going to now? So it's almost like a reveal to me. I haven't seen any of this yet. So you are seeing it, not suing it, duh. You are seeing it in live action with me. Ooh, this is a cool roller coaster. Oh, it gives you that illusion that it's like broken. Okay, very cool. That reminds me of one in Disney World. I think it's that one park. What's that one park? I forget. It's like an avalanche one, or it's like on a mountain, but that's what it reminds me of. Very cool. And some modernism over here. And the endless big parking lot, which you need parking. Of course, you guys need parking. Don't forget, I've made the mistake in my city. I built a big city, and then I've kind of forgotten about the parking a little bit, so now I'm making parking garages, which you'll see in the in the future videos that I'll be putting out. But you need parking in a city, so make sure you're putting parking in your world. And waterfronts. You know, if you have water, have a nice waterfront like this. This is one of his newer builds he's still working on, I believe. And these ones are quite interesting, too. Now, the newer part of his city, there was a building that just gave me inspiration recently that I really like. I didn't tell Arik yet that I really like it, but there is a really cool building that I like, and it reminds me of those 2 right there. And hopefully I'm able to talk this whole video and my voice doesn't get dry, because this is probably going to be a long video because there's so much to say. And sorry if we come across any lag, like I said, not my fault. You can yell at Arik for that. Yes, go to DM him if it's too bad. But no, it's a good tour, and I'm liking this world so far. There's so many different styles of architecture here, and that interior is really cool right there. I really wish I could stop in all of these, but I can't stop in all of these. We will be here for hours if I stopped in every interior. But these buildings over here are quite new yet. I remember him sending pictures of them being built. And I'm just flying over here, see what's over here. It's always a brand new reveal of buildings. I believe my friend Game Owner also built something in his world. I can't quite confirm where it's at yet. Maybe in the future, if he's still working on his world, I'll add something. We'll see. I want to build for other people, but, you know, it's crazy with my schedule right now. I don't know if it'll ever slow down or not, but hopefully. But yes, right there, it's one of the other World Trade Center, one of the new World Trade Center designs that I hope is going to be built. I think it's going to be built. It's often seen as a square building, but it's actually not really that square. It's more of a rectangular building. I tried building it twice. It's very hard to make, in my opinion. I haven't done it in a few years, though. Maybe it's easier now for me since my building style has improved, and also I've become more experienced at building in Minecraft. And some window placement looks like it's inspired off some buildings I've seen, which is really neat. I like that. And a building under construction. Now, a building under construction is something I've always wanted to do, and that looks really cool right there. You can see right through it's like transparent, and you have the core of the building. So after studying architecture and knowing how they make a building, how it goes up, of course, you know, this is not perfect, this is Minecraft, but it's really interesting. He's gotten the concept down of the core going up the building first. There's many ways of making a skyscraper, and there's many different kinds of cranes that are used to make a skyscraper. And I believe the channel B1M, which is a really great channel, they also show construction, which is really neat and fascinating. But yes, so we've seen everything on this side of the city. Of course, there's a lot more coming up, so keep watching. I hope you guys are liking this video so far, and if you're still here, thank you. There is so much more inspiration to come. Even the water has to spawn in. You don't want to swim in that water, though. It's probably contaminated, being that we are near the airport. And yes, folks, this is the airport. This is where you like leave to go to Roosevelt City. This is where you fly out. But we don't have an airport in Roosevelt City. You got to land on the water. Sorry. And I believe this is... Oh, okay. IKA. Interior. So IKEA. It's a ripoff of IKEA, I would say. Wink, wink. IKEA. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't really know. I've only been there once. And that's so cool when you can see the skyline from the airport. Oh, I love that. It reminds me of JFK International Airport and Newark in New Jersey. Or Newark. Everybody says it different. And I would say you have enough room for some decent-sized planes to be here. And he has interior, and the horses think they are planes, so the horses might even fly. I always thought it was when pigs fly, but I guess it's when horses fly. And yeah, so it's quite a decent size here. Maybe it's international or it's regional. Don't quite know. I'll have to ask him. But it says, welcome to Van Ness over there. I just noticed out there in the distance on the building, the furniture store there. Welcome to Van Ness. Nice touch. So now over here, you're going to see that the world is still loading in. My apologies. I try to always avoid that for my videos because I don't want it to be like empty and not completely loaded in. But, it's such a big world, you just got to understand that this will happen. But yeah, so this is the more updated part of the city, the second city that he made, because he was crazy and decided to make a second city in his one world, which is awesome, though, because Van Ness has many different styles of buildings, and this one's quite nice, too. And we're just taking a look at it. Pulling out a block, taking a look at the block he used, I guess. A nice interior, nice paintings. Look at that. He even signed off on the one he designed there. A while back on my Instagram, I actually put on my story, I posted something about his one of his World Trade Centers because I thought it was really good and needed some more recognition because it just turned out great, especially in his renders. We have another lobby right here. Nice ceiling. It's important, if you're making a city, at least do the lobbies. If you don't want to do the upstairs, that's fine too. Just copy the floors up, or if you can't copy the floors up, then cover the windows. But it's really nice to have a lobby at least, especially when there's detail and time put into it. And I guess it's a security checkpoint right here. A lot of paintings. They love their art here. Now, I can't see that because it's so dark, but if you're able to pause it, then take a look at it, you can. I tried. You got some cactuses down there. Don't let anybody touch those. It's not gonna feel too great. But yes, let's move on to the next building. Hopefully I'm still lively right now. There's so much to look at, it's exhausting actually. But that's a cool building right there, that black one. Very nice. It reminds me of 60s, I guess. 60s or 70s. Not all buildings from that time period were terrible. They had some nice designs, I would say. And we are taking a look at some more buildings over here. Now, there are some that are dated now. This one right here, the sandstone one to my left, it reminds me of the one that Game Owner did. Maybe he did do it. I don't quite know. Arik can answer that below. I don't know the full history of Van Ness. I'm sorry. But it's just from whatever sign I see, that's what I read. That's what I know. I see so many worlds every year, hundreds of cities I see, maybe a few thousand, I don't even know anymore. I've seen so many at this point, which is awesome because I see so many different build styles. And you got a lot of construction right here, starting to look like Dubai. And everything's still loading in, but I love the older styles. And oh, here we go. We have a Arik. Okay, so this reminds me of a Home Depot. Wink, wink. Home Depot, maybe, maybe not. We'll just take a quick look in and then we'll leave. So he did the interior, nice little place. Get your building materials to build a skyscraper or whatever. And the back area for the trucks, for the loading dock. Good attention to detail. Okay, moving on, we have some smaller scale buildings that we will take a look at. You know, the smaller scale buildings are just as important as the big buildings. You know, you got to have some small buildings because if you only make big buildings, then none of the big buildings are actually big anymore. They're all the same. And that's one thing you got to try to avoid when you're making a city. Don't make every building huge. Try to put some smaller scale ones in there too. Because you know what? Even architecture that's smaller can be beautiful. Size doesn't really matter for architecture. It's about the detail, in my opinion, and the shape and the profile of it. The sides, the profile of it, the front, back. You know, that's all important too. Not just one side of it looking good. And we have to cut some out of there. There's more homes that he was building over there. But let's get over here to the shipping area. Now, he did a great job with this. We're flying out to take a look at the overall view from up here. And he has a shipping area and the mountains next to it with the windmills. So they rely on green energy, clean energy, I believe. It's low-key funny because those things kill a lot of birds a year. I don't even know why I brought that up. It's terribly funny. But, yeah, I've been to a windmill place and seen some stuff. And you have some... I'm gonna say right now, this is probably the ghetto. I don't know. This style of architecture didn't do quite good in the 60s and 50s, which is a reason why they don't do that anymore. But once you learn about the history of architecture, it's quite interesting. But here we are at one of my favorite buildings that Arik has made. I was speaking about those two buildings, the little ones. That reminds me of maybe a possible build in Roosevelt City that I can be inspired off of that I really like. Okay, so moving on to now the island. Yes, there's another island. So this is like a vacation island, and there's another Ferris wheel. And we have giant pools everywhere. I don't know what made him think of this whole entire getaway kind of island, but this is great. I could really be here right now. I am tired of being home. I think it's time for a vacation, so here we are. This is going to kick off the spring and summer. And now we are vacationing. We're going to pretend we're in vacation mode. But this is very neat. It's a nice, relaxing place. There's everything's fully interior as well here. And giant swimming pool, so you'll never get tired of swimming here, but you will get tired from swimming, if you know what I mean. And there's a lot of rooms, hotel rooms here that have TVs, everything, all the custom paintings and such. We will be going inside one of the rooms in a second, which will take us to the big resorts. The awesome resorts. Now, this is great and all, but there are some really cool resorts coming up and just cool interior lobbies and such. So yes, I don't know what he called this, but I would just say it's the getaway island. It's where you hide for a little bit when you have too much stress. And so let's go inside one of them. Let's see what one of the inside rooms look like. So you have the TV right there. And they're watching some quality television. His painting right there. And the TV. And so let's close... Oh, okay, never mind. This is not the hallway. That is the bathroom. And he's waiting for me right here. Now, sorry for the lag that's in this building. There's a lot in this area, but he has the elevators. And these stairs will bring us to the resorts. I'm trying to make this very nice looking. We're spinning in circles. And here we are. So you have the Van Ness sign. It's kind of like the Hollywood sign, kind of iconic in a way. And here we are at one of his most famous resorts that he's posted recently. It's gotten a lot of attention. It's called David, I believe. They call it David. It's based off a real resort. It's a design by somebody who actually passed, and they named it after the developer, the creator of it. I believe he said to me, I hope I'm right there, but this is a real resort, and he really did a great job. It's amazing. And a lot of the pictures that he got of it are just amazing. I debated making this building the resort with a thumbnail. I don't know if I made sense there. Hopefully I did. I'm too busy looking at the pool. I want to see what he did here. It's quite interesting. But yes, this is quite a big building. You are never going to run out of rooms here, and he told me there are a few thousand rooms. I don't know if it's all together or one of these, but Arik has told me he's told me so much information about Van Ness that I can't remember all of it now. My mind has gone corrupted, kind of like a computer. And we're just flying around here, and you can see there's rooms in there in the hallways. Now I'm doing it justice. I'm going slow around this because this was a very hard thing for him probably to make, or a time-consuming thing. Maybe not even hard, but time-consuming. So it deserves all the attention from all the angles it's getting right now. And we are going to meet up back with Arik down there on the road, and we are going to go inside of this beauty. And I had to find him because I don't know where I told him to meet me. I know, I'm bad. I'm forgetful. But I'm pretty sure it's down there at that intersection down here. And I'm going slow in here because on Java, I'm very slow. Just ask a few of my friends. I'm still getting used to it, so don't judge me. There's Arik right there. Let's go, Arik. Let's go inside this beautiful building. And we are going to fly out front again. As you can see, it's a beautiful road that goes around it. Gives me inspiration. Hopefully this gives you guys inspiration if you are looking to what to do for a coastal part of your world or your city. Put a lot of detail. Don't just put like a flat wall. That gets boring. But I know if you're just a beginner, you do a lot of flat surfaces. You do like a lot of square, geometric kind of things. It's all right to break it up sometimes. It adds uniqueness and makes it more valued in the design aspect. So this is a big cantilever roofed right here. Cantilever, by the way, if anybody doesn't know what cantilever means, it means it's a big overhang of a roof in a way. Overhang. Cantilever, overhang. It's just a word used often to describe that right there. It's a little dark right here. He told me he's going to be using some light blocks to light it up here on bedrock because this will be coming to bedrock at a certain point. And also, I'll probably do a help him with the promo for just things on this. If he wants me to do more videos on it, I will. Most likely. But yeah, so he has a nice little lobby here. Nice stairwell. And ceiling features. And he wants me to follow him. And yes, he did make the custom textures. If you're wondering, down on the ground, those are all custom textures. He's made, I believe he's made almost all these. And if you look up, you have a nice little courtyard area. This looks like an outdoor courtyard. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like an outdoor. It's open to the roof. Yeah, because we can fly through it. Yep, here we are. And who knows? Maybe he'll do more with the roof. Looks like it's an open canvas, so maybe there's more to be done with this. He's very proud of the David, though. And there's another pool, of course. But there's so many other pools. You don't even need to swim here. You can go to another pool here, another pool there. It's quite impressive. And look at that, all the lights go off. Well, not all of them, but certain parts go off. And now, next to the next resort. Now, he wanted to make another resort that wasn't too crazy, but I think this one is actually kind of crazy, and in a good way. This is a really cool building. We won't be taking a look at too much of this one, but there is a lot of cool or just neat interior to this, and just the exterior. Now, I'm sorry, some of my textures may not load in here, right? My textures are not always working correctly, but I'm trying to avoid that so you don't see it, but you might see it. But yeah, look at that view right there. That is really neat and just a great shot right there. And another pool right here. And I must say his landscaping skills are pretty good. Very good landscaping, Mr. Arik, if you're watching this. Of course you're watching this. It's your tour. But yeah, so Van Ness has some really good vacationing destinations. I would say it's inspired off Israel, being that he resides there. And you have a nice little view right here. So we're going around this. We're going to fly around this thing really quickly. Just to show the surrounding features of it. And who knows, maybe he'll make another resort. But I believe he told me he is done with the resorts. So what you see is what he's going to stick to, what he's going to keep. And nothing more. But who knows, it is Arik. He's always building. And I see another resort in the distance. We probably will not get to that one. There's so many. There's like 4 or 5 or 6. I don't remember. He's going to be correcting me. I know he will. I'm sorry, Arik, if you're watching this. But yes, he has interior down here at the base too. Inside there's a restaurant. Got to have good food in there. And there better be seafood in there or Juicy's going to be mad. Because I love my seafood. But I will eat anything. I love food. Who doesn't? And so that is his second resort that I found really intriguing. And we'll go down here just really quickly and fade into the closing part of the video. So I want to thank everybody for watching this World Tour. This has been episode 41 of the Minecraft World Tour series. I hope to see you all in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe, check out the links below, and have a fantastic day. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.